You know what time it is. It's Give SI time. Southern Illinois' version, their own fundraising opportunity to coincide with the Giving Tuesday that goes on every year. But we took it a step further here at Southern Illinois Community Foundation. We decided to really give back to this region, and we decided to go big, and we went big. This is the third year, and thanks to people like Oasis Outdoors, Integrity Roofing and Exteriors, WSIL, and the Southern Illinois Community Foundation, we have been able to do some really big things and good things throughout Southern Illinois for our nonprofits. One of those nonprofits is this gentleman over here, Darrell Wimberly. Wimbo, I like it. He put Wimbo on there.
Yes.
Connect 360. And I'm going to have Darrell tell a little bit about Connect 360 and how it is impacting Southern Illinois.
Hey, Tom, first off, thank you for having me on. I'm honored. Thank you for Give SI for this opportunity. Again, my name is Coach Wimbo. Everybody calls me Wimbo, Coach Wimbo. So anyway, I appreciate that. And Connect 360, it is a nonprofit organization. We've been in business for about 3 years. And what we are involved with is building relationships. That's one of our platforms, is building relationships in our community in Southern Illinois. We believe everybody should have a seat at the table. We want not just one ethnic group or one race. We want all races to be able to feel comfortable in communicating and building relationships with one another. A lot of times there's issues in our community that people like to complain about. We like to be a part of the solution and not part of the problem. Also, we're in open communication. I think that's very important. I think a lot of times people don't want to talk about the elephant in the room. I think it's much better to talk about racism or any type of issues like that, because then you can kind of actually see where the other party is coming from. I always believe this. How can you say I know where you're coming from if you haven't been where I've been? So we give people an opportunity to express themselves and kind of tell where they've been, tell their story and things of that nature. So that's what we like to do at Connect 360. We're about educating and enriching people in our community. The events that we put on are about educating, teaching our community about our history. How do we learn from our history, things of that nature. We're about involvement and support. We do a lot of collaborative efforts with other social organizations because we feel like we don't want to reinvent the wheel. Okay, if we got an organization out there that's already doing something very well to help our community, we're gonna roll our sleeves up. We're gonna help. We're gonna pitch in. It's not who gets the credit; it's who get the job done. That's really what it's all about at Connect 360. Some of the things we are doing: hands and toes giveaway. This is our third annual. And that's where we give away gloves and socks to the community. What we do is we just have them come into Boysen Street Community Center. They can pick up socks, and things of that nature. We like to be service. We go and give them, what their sizes are. We try to match sizes up for the family. And it's really a treat to see people come and the smiles on their face when, you're giving them something. And I've been on that other side before growing up. So I know what it means to have someone open up their heart and give to you. So I like being on this side, on the giving side of it. So Connect 360, the hands and toes, that's going on right now. You can make donations at the Boysen Street Community Center in Marion, Illinois. If you got new gloves, new socks, bring those so we can give those out to the community. That will be given out on December 10th. Is when we're actually going to give those out. So anyway, we're trying to stock it up and give out to the community. Also, through collaborative efforts, we recently had a food giveaway. Thanks to Marion High School. I was administrator for 19 years at Marion High School. Retired. I know semi-retired, I guess you could say, because I never stopped. I'm more retired than retired. But anyway, it was, again, great to see the smiles on the community's face when you're able to give food items, if you will, to them. And again, it's a collaborative effort. We don't take no credit for all by ourselves. There's a lot of people that helps us. And I appreciate Give SI for this opportunity for people to give to Connect 360 so we continue these type of things. Another thing we do is we've done for a couple of years a panel discussion on how to interact with law enforcement, which I think is huge. Because again, a lot of people can say, "Oh, there's police brutality, there's profiling." I mean, and guess what? Unfortunately, there is. But what are we going to do about it? And so I think it's very important. We actually had law enforcement officers throughout our community in Southern Illinois, sheriffs, police chiefs, if you will, state's attorneys, so we actually bring them to the table. We had an audience. We had done it at John A. Logan recently. So that was nice to be able to help educate the community on what are the things you should do. Nobody wants to get pulled over by law enforcement. But if you do get pulled over, right? I mean, they want to go home safe and you want to go home safe. So we want to try to make that encounter the best way possible. Okay. So anyway, we've done that for a couple of years. Also, we had a social function, which I think it's good to have good adult social functions. We had the Phonics. They played live at the Pavilion. We did that this past year, which was a nice adult function, where people can listen to some live music and just have a good time and network with one another. Again, a great opportunity. Then we've done a historical documentary on the birth of Boysen Street. And what's great about that piece is the Boysen Street Community Center, which we do a lot of collaborative work with. That came out of a trying time in Marion's history, if you will, and there was a murder that took place, and unfortunately it still hasn't been solved, if you will. There's no one that's been brought to justice for that crime. But anyway, it was Cecil Jenkins. I'm sorry, and so again, long time ago, but it's still the people in the community that instead of reacting in a negative way, they reacted in a positive way. And so the birth of Boysen Street tells that story. And all these are on our internet site, on our website at Connect 360 Live. You can go and look those up and so forth. But those are the things that we bring to the table for our community. And we would love for you out there to give money to Connect 360 so we can give that right back to our community. A nonprofit 501c3 organization that are here to help our community.
So Coach,
yes.
I can tell that you are still coaching and serving, right?
Yes.
You didn't retire. You just transferred coaching to serving. You just changed the word a little bit, right?
Yes.
All right. Yeah. I love it. And I love the fact that one of the things that you're doing in the community is having those elephant in the room conversations. I think those are absolutely so important, and being able to use the funds to bring people in and to educate and to just allow people the opportunity to have a safe space to talk about experiences and differences. I grew up in the late 70s, 80s. We had people that toured they did conflict resolution. That was like a big thing back when I went to school was conflict resolution. But I just wanted to tell you real quick, I love what you're doing. Thank you for continuing to coach. It looks like your coach, you got another coach in there right there.
Yes, Coach Gillespie. That's our head basketball coach.
Hey, good morning, Coach.
Hey, how are you? I'm sorry.
That's all right.
So if everyone that's out there, obviously we love Coach Wimbo. Everybody loves Coach Wimbo, right? Except for opposing teams that he beat horribly. Those ones you're going to have to warm up to him a little bit. But if you want to donate to a great cause, reach out and donate to the Connect 360 cause, and it'll do so much good for just bringing us together. I think there needs to be more of those opportunities. And you mentioned music, Coach. I love the fact, I think music is the one thing that can all bring us together, right?
Oh, yes. And there's some timeless music, I'm telling you what. And again, it's really about a movement of creativity. And I love, like Earth, Wind, and Fire said, sound never dissipates. It just recreates in another space.
I love it. My one of my sisters loves Earth, Wind, and Fire, and as I've heard her say that exact same quote. So everybody out there, Connect 360. It's if you can go down, look at the scrolling link. We've got the donate where you can go. You look for Connect 360 and you go and donate to that. It's going to go to support all these programs and many more that Coach Wimbo is going to be supporting and his organization and his team, because it's not just Coach. He's got his whole team. He's got his players.
Yes.
players ready to go. So, Coach, final words for everybody out there?
Yeah, again, I think this is a great opportunity, and whoever you give to, I think is so great because I really do believe that that's what this country is founded upon. Those that have give, and those that don't have will receive. And I think that's such an awesome thing. So I thank everyone that's participating in this. This is great, and I'm looking forward to being a part of this community and helping make this thing active and grow.
Continue to do great work today. Everybody donate, Connect 360. Have a wonderful day, Coach.
You too, Tom. Thank you, brother. See you.